What's up, everybody? It's 8/24/2020, and it's actually been 10 years since I made this video. But today is August 24th, 2010. So if you break down the date, it's going to be 8/24/10. So I'll show you my 8/24/10 collection right now. In 2010, I wanted to celebrate Kobe Bryant because on 8/24/10, he wore all three of those numbers. Of course, the legendary number 8 and 24, and then his Olympic number 10. This video is going to be about some of my favorite memories. Some of my favorite games.
Do something!
Yeah! Certain parades.
On three, everybody! I want everybody to say ready on three. 1, 2, 3.
But I just wanted to share some of the stuff with you, some of my favorite memorabilia, jerseys, and all that stuff with it. One of my jerseys that I do have from Kobe, it's not going to be a real jersey, but it was from a giveaway night. This one was during his last season. During that season, of course, they were doing a lot of giveaways, and one of the giveaways was going to be this white Kobe Bryant jersey. Very super thin as far as it goes. All the numbers and letters are going to be screen printed very lightly on this. He scored 38 points against Minnesota.
Let's go, Kobe! Oh my gosh.
It was a very classic Kobe Bryant performance. It was against Andrew Wiggins. I always watch those clips because those two kind of went at it, and I thought that was a really cool thing, at least for his last season. And of course, that was his second most points that he had that season compared to the one other game. Here is another jersey of mine. This was actually my first Kobe Bryant jersey. This is a Nike Swingman. And of course, on his last game, I had to wear my first jersey of Kobe to that game. And everybody will have really good memories about that one. I can honestly say that was my favorite basketball game that I ever been to. I've never been to a game with that much electricity, that much hype, and even living up to it. It was such a culminating moment for his career, and of course mine as a Laker fan, a diehard Laker fan. That was probably one of my favorite moments. Getting to wear this jersey in that game was very, very special to me. Some of you guys may be wondering what my favorite Kobe Bryant shoes are. It's gonna have to be the Kobe 4s, and in particular the Philadelphias. These are my favorite Kobe shoes for a cool story. Of course, Kobe Bryant being in the Orange County and LA area, him and his family like to go to Disneyland, and of course I have an annual pass, so I go to Disneyland frequently also. This one Easter, I got to go to Disneyland. I just received my Corey Seager World Series batting practice jersey, so I had to rock it. And every single time I would wear Dodger gear, I would always wear the Philadelphias, mainly because they have the Dodger colorway, like red, white, and blue, and they just go well with it. We went to California Adventure. I went with Steve, my sister, Alan, Dre. But yeah, we were just walking in the wharf area in California Adventure. I see my friend Steve look back at me. I saw what's called Gigi. Shout out to Gigi, rest in peace. pushing Bianca, and I saw Natalia and Vanessa, and then of course Kobe Bryant just like walks up, and I froze. I could not do anything. I was just like in shock that Kobe Bryant was just like right there. Yeah, like that was the first time that I've ever seen him like that close. I just couldn't do anything. I couldn't say hi. I just froze on there. Like an hour later, we were walking by the Grizzly Bear Rapids. One more time, we see like some little commotion coming on. Yet again, it was the Bryant family walking down. This time, I wanted to get his attention. I just wanted to say hi because I didn't really want to disturb him and his family. I didn't want a picture with him or anything like that. So I just took off my shoe. There's a picture of me like going down trying to get my shoe off. And I pretty much tell him, the Kobe 4s are my favorite shoe ever. And then he just looks back, gives me a thumbs up, and he just does his Denzel voice. My man. That pretty much like made my day. And of course it solidified the Kobe 4 Philadelphia's to be my favorite shoe of all time. And then my favorite Kobe jersey is going to be the 1996-97 Road. This one's a Mitchell & Ness one. Favorite jersey, mainly because I love the contrast on this one compared to the home color, because you just can't really see that logo as well as the purple jersey. This is my favorite jersey, mainly for the fact that in September I got to meet Kobe Bryant and I wore my favorite jersey along with it. It's just kind of crazy to just think that it was only a couple months ago where I met him. Of course, like 4 months later, he passed away. That is pretty sad, but it's still one of my favorite moments where I was very fortunate enough to actually thank him for all the good memories that he's given to me, my family, the city of LA, and just to shake his hand, that meant a lot to me, and that's why this is my favorite Kobe Bryant jersey. I put the picture up on my Instagram, and then Mitchell and Ness, of course, I tagged them on there, and then they put my picture with Kobe onto their site for just like a couple of weeks, and I thought that was really, really cool. Favorite jersey of all time. And then as far as my favorite card, it's gonna have to be this Kobe Bryant Heroes and Villains set. I really don't know how limited these things are. I want to say that these are like a one of one because there might be one autograph per card of the series, and I actually have one. I'm happy that it's going to be on a card that I really like too. It's the 15-1 team. These are going to be some of my favorite Laker teams right over here, just because they steamrolled through the playoffs like I've never seen any team do. To me, one of my favorite Kobe Bryant or KB8 moments, the game against Sacramento, the closing game on that one. I think he scored like 48 points. And then the next following game against San Antonio, he scored like 45 points. That's probably the best 2-game stretch that I've personally like seen. Like I know he's had better ones where of course he scored like 60 and then 50 and all that stuff. But to me, like an overall game, especially KB8, these 2 games in the playoffs against these 2 teams are probably like some of the most impressive basketball that I've seen anybody play. Just his IQ, his tenacity, and just to go after it, it's just amazing to see on those 2 games. Yeah, this is my favorite card, and it's a really good set. Like, I bought that set for $20, not knowing that I was actually going to get this card. Definitely worth the risk, and it definitely paid off on this particular one. And I'm going to show you one other thing, but I have to move my camera, so let's go. It's in a different room, so I had to go into it, but this is one of my favorite art pieces of Kobe. Of course, this was in his MVP season. They did a little collab with Shepard Fairey, of course, the creator of Obey, and they made this piece. Kobe, they made different variations, of course, one with, I believe, MVP, and then one where it's like all gold rather than purple and gold. But this is like one of my favorite pieces, and here's the number. Yes, there it goes, 277 of 1,000. This one was also made by, sponsored by Upper Deck. And shout out to all my friends who I bought this one for Christmas. This one is like one of my favorite pieces, so There you go. Favorite art piece of Kobe. So yeah, those are going to be some of my favorite items and the memories that are attached to it. So that's going to be it for my Kobe Bryant video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any favorite moments or memories with Kobe, please drop it on the bottom. I'd definitely love to read them. And this is a great time to pretty much celebrate Kobe. It's still kind of hard sometimes to realize that he's gone, but one of my favorite basketball players of all time needs to be celebrated on a day like today. Shout out to Kobe Bryant, shout out to Gigi, and all the people that are affected with the tragedy. You guys are sorely missed. Hope to see you guys in Canton or the next time we have another Kobe Bryant day. All right, peace out, guys.
Wait.